Dear friends, I'm back with another machine on the Tryhackme, which is a Fowsniff. Yeah, this is the very good boot to loom machine. Yeah, I'd like to refresh the progress so we can start from scratch. As you can see, I've already spawned the machine earlier, and this is IP address. So let's move forward. Yeah, I've already deployed the machine, and we can use the map to do the scanning. Of course, to save time, I've already done the scanning earlier. The IP address has been changed. And firstly, I use the single or the major option of the scene scan to make comprehensive scan. So from the map scanning, from this command, we can tell that the target has 4 open ports. Then we can do the deeper scanning for just these 4 surfaces. And of course, I've already done the scanning. As you can see, we got more detailed information about each surface. For example, like 22, which is running SSH surface, and also the version information. As we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. The second one is 80, which is running HTTP and running the Apache 2 software. And from the script scanning, we can tell that the target has a robots file, and which has 1 disallowed entry. Of course, we will check it manually later. And the next one is 110, which is running POP3. This is very default port number for the POP3 surface. Last one is used by the map surface. So what we are going to do next, we need to do the immersion for the web application, right? So let's launch our browser and go to the website of the target. And we can put the IP address of the target. As you can see, we got the page back and the Fowsniff Corporation. However, it's telling us our website is temporarily out of service. And here, the interesting information, client information was not affected. However, due to strong possibility that employee information has been made publicly, of course, then we can use the Google to find this public information. Of course, to save time, I've already opened up this website or this page. As you can see, yes, some sensitive information like account, email account, and also the encrypted password has been reviewed or leaked by the hacker. So we can copy these all usernames and create the user dictionary. However, this password need to be cracked before we can use this password. Okay, and to do that, we can, of course, we can use the Hashcat or John the Ripper to do that. However, there is another alternative, which is Crackstation. As you can see, I've already done that earlier, very quick. We have already got all results except this line. So we can extract the password or result from this page and create the password dictionary. So what we're going to do next, we need to crack the password for the surface. In this case, possibly we can crack against the SSH surface or POP3, right? So next we can use the Hydra or Metasploit. However, for me, I always prefer the Hydra to make cracking. And we can use Hydra, and we can use the uppercase L to specify the username dictionary, and P to specify the password dictionary. And of course, firstly, we need to crack against the SSH first. To save time, I will omit this part or this step, and we can pop 3 and followed by the IP address of the target. Let's press enter. Because the username dictionary and the password dictionary are very small, so this will not take a long time to finish. As you can see, we have already got valid combinations of username and password. Next, we need to log into the POP3 service, right, of the target. So how to do? Yeah, we can use the telnet or use the netcat. Maybe in this case, I'd like to use netcat and followed by the IP address of the target. And the port number, default port number for POP3 is 110. And as you can see, welcome. We have already got connected to the target, and we need to use some commands, POP3 commands, to make immersion. Yeah, I've already opened up this website, and there's some commands like user, password, and use the list, can list all messages, and use the retrieval or RETR to retrieve the message, okay, followed by the index. So we can user and Sienna and okay, and then we can use a pass and followed by the password. Yeah, logged in. Then we can use list command to list all message, and then we can retrieve the first one, and also we can retrieve the second one. As you can see, from the first message, we can get the SSH password. We can copy and note it down to our notebook. And next, of course, so far we didn't know the username for this password. So we can use the same utility or command, Hydra. And this time we have already know the password. We can use the normal P or lowercase key to specify the password, and we need to change the IP address of the target. So we just copy and paste in here. Okay. To see whether we can retrieve the password, retrieve the username with this password. As you can see, we succeed in doing that. And then we can, of course, next we can log into the target via SSH. Yes. And we can copy the password. Yeah, we are successful. Next, we need to do some immersion, local immersion to elevate privilege. I think in order to speed this process, I'd like to use the nimper shell script so we can navigate to temp directory. And then I've already got prepared the nimper shell script already in the current working directory. Next, we need to upload this shell script. In order to do that, we need to set up the web server by Python. Now we can go back to the temp directory. Then we can use wget and followed by the IP address of the Kali Linux and the port number, nimpers. Then we have to make it executable to use this shell script. Yeah, it's done. Then we can run this shell script. You know, this script is so useful for the local privilege escalation because, as you can see, goes through all possible vectors for us to elevate a privilege. For example, like current job information, SUID binary information, as SUID capability information, yeah, many rich information we can get from the nimper shell script. It's done. Next, we can scroll up to the top to see whether we can find interesting information or vector for us. However, so far, nothing interesting we can see. Almost to the top, we can get to know. Yeah, there's 3 possible exploits. However, just I stated clearly in the other video, if you can follow along my channel, if the NinPeer shell scripts give us the possible exploits for the privilege escalation, before we can try try these exploits, we can use the Metasploit first. And we can, of course, to do that, we need to upgrade the shell to the meterpreter. So how to do? We can open up another tab, and we can navigate to the working directory. And then we can use msfvenom. However, maybe you don't know which type of payload you can use. Of course, we can use the Google. However, for me, personally, I'd like to use the help function given by the utility itself. For example, we can use the list, and I can grep or filter the Linux, and also grep the meterpreter. Yes, and then we can use the venom and use the option of P. And this one is I'm looking for. Yeah, this one. Maybe 64 would be better. We can copy. And then we need to set the local host to our Kali Linux. And followed by the IP address of the target. I'd like to use 5545, and the format is ELF, and output to escalate ELF. As you can see, the payload has been successfully created. Next, we can utilize the Python web server to upload to the target, and we can go back, so we can wget followed by the IP address of the target. Not the target, the Kali Linux. Escalate. Then we need to make it executable, right? As usual. Before we run this payload, we need to set up the the handler first. We can launch our Metasploit console. Okay, then we can use exploit multi-handler. Then we can, we need to set the payload to this one, the same payload. Must be the same. Then we can show options. We need to set the local host to Kali Linux. For certain, right? And then we need to set the port number. Yeah, this port number must be the same as this one, 555. Then we can run it. Then we can go back to, and then can execute this payload. Yeah, it's a sending stage. Then we got the meterpreter. We can put at the background, and then we can search the suggester. I think this is a very standard methodology, and then we can use this module, suggest module. I'm so quite familiar with this methodology, so I will do it very quickly. And then we can show options. We can set the session number to 1 because there's just only one session available on the target, or between the client, the target, and the local machine. As you can see, it's collecting local exploits for the target. If this way or methodology, not a methodology, this way cannot work, then we need to go back to the to the NimPure shell script. You know, NimPure shell script has already told us that would be possible exploits, local exploits. Because, you know, the Metasploit can do the job automatically and can make things to be much more simpler. So for me, I always use this methodology to elevate the privilege. Of course, if the kernel is a very new one, maybe we do not need, because the NimPure shell script also cannot give us anything related to the local exploits, right? So we also do not need to use the Metasploit suggester, local suggester. As you can see, we have already got some suspicious exploits. When it's done, then we can try one by one. Of course, the first one is always the most preferable module. We need to try it first. Well, maybe I can copy this one and wait for this to be completed. Then we can use this module. We can show options. We need to set localhost IP address to the Kali Linux. Set the local port number to different port number, like 888. And then we can, we need, of course, please don't forget to specify the session number. This case is 1. And then we can run this module. Hopefully, we can get to the second meterpreter session, which should belong to the root user. It looks like this module is working fine. Yeah, as you can see, we opened the second meterpreter session. We can get the UID. If you want, you can get the shell. We can navigate to the root directory. And then we can get the flag, right? Cat flag. Since we have already got the privileged shell, you can do almost everything, right? So I don't want the video to be so long, so I will not do any other questions. This will be no difficulty at all, right? So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.